Saberland, Vader's Vault here, and the time has come. PlecterPixel is here. That's right, here at Vader's Vault, and along with the other Plecter affiliates, are launching the Neopixel blades, as we have dubbed them PlecterPixel. This is an RGB string blade, and in our case, the combat class powered by the Crystal Shard 4.0, so you can get all the great scrolling animation, AccuBolt blaster effects, and RGB. At the same time, we have also launched a Bluetooth upgrade for most of the combat class, so controlling and adjusting the blade will be a breeze from your Android device or even a PC. So let's get into it. What is PlecterPixel? It is a NeoPixel driven product. So it's a string blade with up to 144 LEDs. Actually, it's more like 288 because it's double-sided. Of resolution. So your scrolling effects, your animation is going to be very, very smooth. Your RGB is going to be very, very well mixed, very even, and the blade is going to look very bright and full to the eye because the direction that the lights are coming from is going to be coming directly out the sides of the blade rather than a conventional string blade which has LEDs that most of their light actually emits forward rather than out the side. So what does that mean for you? It means you get a better and more realistic ignition and retraction effect. You get really awesome flash on clash and blaster bolt effects, and you still get the same great touch of a button on the fly RGB control that Plecter Labs is known for, and 16 different color profiles that you can mix and match to your heart's content, any shade that you can think of. The benefits, well, aside from the scrolling effect, which, like we mentioned, is really cool, some of the colors are actually a lot easier to get, namely the yellows. For a long time with conventional LED setups, it's been very hard to dial in that perfect golden, really warm yellow color. And with the Pixel blades, it is extremely easy to get a great yellow, and we're very happy with that. Some of your other colors, like your blues and the shades of that, cyans or whatnot, you can get beautiful shades of purples and magentas, especially those. Just like with conventional LEDs, those shades are very similar, but some of them are very, a lot more vibrant with the Pixel blade. So the upgrade is there. It's available to upgrade either for an existing order that you have. It is also available to upgrade on any new orders. So it's available as a blade color selection option in the store. If you have an existing Vader's Vault Combat Class Saber and you want to send it back to us for an upgrade, that is available as well. The only caveat to that is you need to have a Crystal Shard 4.0 in order to run the PlecterPixel blade. So if you have a 3.0 or a 2.5, you would also need to upgrade your soundboard, which we can do for you. Just contact us at the store and we'd be glad to help you out with that. So let's get it powered on. Go through a few of the ignition retractions, color changes, whatnot, and then we'll show you the blade and maybe answer some frequently asked questions that our inboxes are blowing up with right now with the release. So booting it up there, as we see here on the green, I've got sort of a sky blue just bordering on the edge of cyan blade, very bright, very vibrant color, and just like the normal conventional LED RGB setup that we've had before, you can actually change that shade. There's more of a true cyan, and then we're going back into the blues. And all the way back to a nice rich red. So like I said, great ignition retraction scrolling effects. The other great thing is the AccuBolt, which I have it set on a delay here so that it shows up with the frame rate that the camera and YouTube allows. But as you can see, after I press the button, you'll see a delay. The actual location of the shots are randomized. You can adjust that. The delay is also adjustable, so if you want it more instantaneous, you can do that. If you want it more realistic to where the blaster bolt is coming from another direction, you can do that as well. So that has an animation. You can adjust the width of the actual impact as well as the location randomization on the blade. Flash on clash, just like normal and lock up. You can adjust the color and shade of that just like with the conventional RGB LED that we had before. The ignition and retraction, okay, that is something that is adjustable, the speed of which is adjustable. The default will map it to the audio, just like the ramp up, ramp down effect of conventional LEDs. It will map it to the ignition and retraction file. However, as has been found out, some fonts have a file that is actually a little longer by maybe a few milliseconds than the actual ignition sound. So when the soundboard is mapping the lights, it maps it to the file and not necessarily to the actual ignition sound. So on some fonts that have a quirky ignition, you may have to actually go in and manually adjust your ignition speed and retraction speed. But that does give you a very high level of fine tuning that you can do to the blade, and it is a really awesome thing. If you want that super slow, dramatic ignition like the Vader scene or whatnot, you can get that. And to be able to do that finally and have that scroll effect is just insane. So we're outside because I want to show you guys how bright these things are. It's one of the questions that's been asked a lot since we teased this, is how bright is Neopixel? So we're outside to show you sort of the effect on the environment in the dark, because one of the other great advantages besides the awesome scroll and animation effects of Neopixel is how even and full the blade is. You've got 288 LEDs putting all of their light out along the entire length of the blade, so all that light is hitting your eye. You're not worried about focus points and base flare or dimming spots. None of that is apparent on a Neopixel blade. So we're going to start through, at the red, show you some AccuBolt, and then go scroll through the colors. You can see a nice big glow on the ground. It's almost painful to look at in the dark, even with a floodlight behind us here. We got the blaster bolts there. As you can see, these things are no joke when it comes to brightness. And, of course, the ignition and retraction effect. Awesome. A couple of the frequently asked questions that we're going to go over with. How durable are they? Well, we've tested some protos pretty extensively. But as this is a very new tech and it's still evolving, we won't really know the extent of the durability until they're out in the wild. And they're tested by the entire range of customer base, from the people who just do some spirited dueling with their friends, or the people who actually really want to go hot and heavy with these things, like the TSL people who do it with armor. We don't know the extent of the abuse that they will take. I'm sure the tech will evolve to try to compensate as we go along, but we did try to get as durable as we can get with the construction. We went with tight-fitting foam to help minimize impact damage. The strips themselves are very flexible, so that they can take a lot of that impact that the rigid ladder PCBs of yesterday couldn't take. So they are more durable just by default. And with the foam in there to help keep things from moving around, that's even better. We also went with a connector design. As you can see here, it's very low profile. No clunky parts, no pins to have to index, no sockets to line up, nothing that can get bent or damaged during insertion and retraction. It actually is as easy to insert and take out these blades as a conventional hollow blade with in-hilt LED. And that's what we were going with for here. We wanted something that would be as user-friendly as previous technology. And Evolution Arms and the rest of the Plecter affiliates that developed and tested this connector were all very happy. And in conjunction with Sloth Furnace and Genesis Custom Sabers and JQ Sabers, everybody is really committed to making this sort of a standard in the industry. Tim at TCSS. So all of us have sort of banded together to have something that's standard in the industry. You will be able to buy completed blades from us, TCSS, GCS, JQ, etc., and all the blades will work with each of us our model sabers. So they'll be sort of universal, and that's what we were going for as well. The other frequently asked question is battery life. This is a tricky one. It does suck some battery life. They're very bright, very full blade. It comes at a price. It does drain more power than a conventional in-hill LED. With the standard battery that we send out with the combat class sabers, we're getting somewhere in the 40-minute range, depending on color, the amount of time you're using it at once. Just like any other battery, when you turn it off, it does recover slightly. So when you give it a break, you know, it's hard to tell what the exact time is going to be on each color until we get a lot more testing done. We are on the hunt for a lot better batteries. We are testing quite a few different models right now. Just keep in mind, if you're going to look for one aftermarket, that it has to be a button top battery and it has to fit inside the battery holder we use in the combat class without breaking it. A lot of the extended life batteries that are out there are actually quite a bit longer than some of your standard batteries. So keep that in mind when you're out there looking, that you want to be mindful of that so you don't damage your saber. But we will be offering some extended battery life options in the not too distant future. That also brings to mind other accessories. Blade plugs. NeoPixel is not very conducive to previous types of blade plugs, as those blade plugs rely on in-hill LED lighting option. As you can see here, there's nothing on the inside but the other half of the connector in there. So we will be developing some light-up NeoPixel powered blade plugs in the future. So those will be an accessory available for sale. They are not right now. But everything is in development. Like I said, this whole technology is new for everybody. It's going to evolve. There's going to be some rapid changes, some new things coming down the pike, but it's here. We're going to be offering it. It's for sale in the store. It's awesome. You guys are going to love it. If you have any other questions about this technology, do not hesitate to send us a message, either on Facebook, through our page, our group, The Vault, or even through the store if you have an order, or give us a call. Our phone number is on the website and on Facebook, so you can ring us up, and if we hear the phone ringing through the machines and everything, we do like to chat with our customers. It is not available in every single model yet. With different blade sizes and construction methods right now, the fulcrum sabers being 7/8, we're still waiting on a few of the different adapter pieces and foam for the 7/8 blades. But anything right now that we have that takes a 1-inch blade will have PlecterPixel available. We will be offering 3 different lengths right now: a 32-inch, 34-inch, 36-inch lengths. Those are nominal lengths. With the way that the pixels have to be trimmed, they don't exactly work out to be those lengths. They're going to be, maybe a 1/4 inch here or there bigger. So we will release the exact sizes, but they will be in that range. Custom sizes might be available, but there might be an extra charge for that, as trimming blades and getting everything. It's just more time-consuming process. So be patient with us. We know you guys are going to love this, and we're very excited to have it. Thanks again from the Vault. Enjoy your sabers.